Okay, good morning, everyone. It's 10 o'clock a.m. It is 5/26, 2025, Memorial Day for U.S. citizens. I got a comment in one of the videos regarding what's my setup? Can I explain it or, show my settings? So typically, my setup changes, really depending on market volatility, but I do keep certain things that I look at in every chart. So I'm going to go over what I use here. And, as far as colors and stuff like that, that's personal preference. So I'm going to go ahead and have a delta volume footprint, meaning I have delta on one side, volume on the other. And I pretty much look at that, plus I look at the speed and the volume of how fast the volume comes in, or also the delta. And I'll go over, which means the aggressiveness of the buyers and the sellers. I'm going to go over from the top down what I normally use and how I set up the chart. My platform is Quantower. Okay, so first things, right click on any chart in the middle of a chart in the blank space. You right click and go to settings. This is going to give you your general view settings. You create a title for your chart. You have a time zone, and these are all of my settings that I use for that. First setting. This is black. Crosshair is the pointer. Synchronization type is charts with the same symbol. So if I have more than one chart, the system identifies it and look at other charts when I'm at a certain level of price. Time the next bar, which is below, is right around here or in here. How many seconds left to the bar? So if you have a 5-minute bar, it's going to count down from 5 minutes. 1-minute bar count down from 1 minute. So it gives you a little, it could probably give you a little edge to see if the momentum's building, or slowing down. And the bottom is here. For data style is pretty much your candlesticks. Okay. And I use just a regular candlestick chart to the left. So this is nice to have, but I primarily look at the numbers and where the wicks are. The rest of the candles are transparent. But like I said, I have the chart here as well. So I could just look at here real quick. It's this candle style, body color. If you ever see a box with a slash in it, it's transparent. It's this, you hit down here and it's transparent. Watercolors and border color. There's your transparent bar. You move it to wherever you like. Get your color. You can move it darker or lighter. Same thing with this. These are my colors if you want that. Wick color, no transparency. It's to the end. That's the color for that. It's the color for that one. So it's probably best off to go with the wick color first, or use these colors and then set the transparency. Go back to them. And the doji is just a regular color. Yeah, CE, whatever it is right here, this one. For time scale, axis background is black. I don't think I touched anything here. Price scale, absolute. I think I touched anything here. I did. I just used the open price, daily high and low, and previous close, and that's the highs, the lows that'll show up. It'll give you a line. think these are all enabled at default. So that's pretty much for that. This yellow line in here is a EMA, and an EMA, that's the one that's always visible. I also use a 24 EMA. Sometimes I have it on the chart. I have it hidden. This will be on. This will be hidden. On, hidden. All right, if I go down, if you hit this little button up here to the top to the right, you'll notice below it'll set up a couple of other settings you could set up. So I use the step profile. Just left click there, and I set up for delta. Whenever you see the blue with the black, it means it's enabled. These next three aren't enabled, but you can put up to 5. Don't need that many. Enable it. You drop this menu down, go to delta, and that's this column here, the left column. Same thing, you go to volume here, and that is the right column. My settings are here. You set the step periods is minute, duration is 5 minutes. You want to match the time because these are specific to each candle. You match your time. 5 minute. I use the CME index full day, and that's default. CME indexes. There's a couple that I set up that I use on other charts. Data type is delta. You select that. These are the rest of the settings. Delta color. And that is delta. For volume, enable it. Transparent. Have a right profile settings. Just set the color. It's the color I have here. So this uses the full day. You already have that color. Color here is a default color. And then I separate the high value and the low value. The high value is above the value area, and that's a regular color as well. You got to hit custom color. They call it out of value area coloring mode. I call it high value area, low value area. That's where I look at it. Time histogram. Nothing here, nothing, no coloring levels are enabled. Okay, next thing is VWAP. So the VWAP is here, 1 day. So it uses it from the beginning of the day. So it's the pre-market and all that. And this is the color here. I use, and you set whatever color you want here. The color I have is this one. Okay, time statistics. Haven't changed anything up here, I don't believe. But what I do is my delta colors, I usually just transfer them to the chart. I keep the numbers, I write them down. This is what I have enabled. And this whole area is below. So the VWAP 1 is pretty much what the VWAP is. Then you hit this little button up here, this one, and it'll hide this bar down here. 9 EMA, that's your VWAP. Right profile. And that's pretty much it. If you want to know the way I set this one up here, put a comment and I'll do that one as well. Put a comment under this video and I'll do the rest. Anyway, that's basically it. That's how I set them up. And like I said, they change, but pretty much I always have this information. What's really nice is what you can do is once you have your chart set up, you go and you say, you could do it, you could say apply template and it'll say create template. And then you'll be able to mark it and keep it. So you'll always have it available. All right. So that's about it. Well, if you have the day off, enjoy it. We should thank the men and women who kept us safe and continues to give us freedom. That's about it. Thank you and enjoy your day.